Hebrews chapter 11. And belief is the substance of what is expected, the proof of what is not seen. For by this the elders obtained witness. By belief, we understand that the ages were prepared by the word of Elohim, so that what is seen was not made of what is visible. By belief, Abel offered Elohim a greater slaughter offering than Cain, through which he obtained witness. That was righteousness, Elohim witnessing of his gifts. And through it having died, he still speaks. But by belief, Hanok was translated so as not to see death, and was not found, because Elohim had translated him. For before this translation he obtained witness that he pleased Elohim. But without belief it's impossible to please him. For he who comes to Elohim has to believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who earnestly seek him. By belief Noah, having been warned of what was yet unseen, having feared, prepared an ark to save his house, through which he condemned the world and became a heir of the righteousness which is according to belief. By belief Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to the place that he was about to receive as an inheritance, and he went out not knowing where he was going. By belief he sojourned in the land of promise as a stranger, dwelling in the tents with Yishak and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. Verse 10, for he was looking for the city having foundations, whose builder and maker is Elohim. By belief also Sarah herself was enabled to conceive seed, and she bore a child when she was past the normal age, because she deemed him trustworthy who had promised. And so from one, and from him as good as dead, were born, the numerous as the stars of the heaven, as countless as the sand which is the seashore. In belief, all of these died, not having received the promise, but seeing them from a distance, welcomed and embraced them, and confessed that they were aliens and strangers on the Arats. Verse 14, for those who speak this way make it clear that they seek a fatherland. And yet, if they had indeed kept remembering that place from which they had come out, they would have the chance to return. But now they long for a better place, that is, a heavenly. Therefore, Elohim is not ashamed to be called their Elohim, for he has prepared a city for them. By belief Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Yitzhak, and he who had received the promise offered up his only brought forth son, of whom it was said, in Yitzhak your seed shall be called, reckoning that Elohim was able to raise even from the dead, from which he received him back as a type. By belief Yitzhak, Baruch, Jacob, and Esau, concerning of which was to come. By belief Jacob, when he was dying, Baruch each of the sons of Yosef, and did reverence on the top of his staff. By belief Yosef, when he was dying, made a mention of the outgoing of the children of Yasharal, and gave orders concerning his bones. By belief Moshe, having been born, was hidden 3 months by his parents, because they saw he was a comely child and were not afraid of the sovereign's command. Verse 24, by belief, Moshe, having become great, refused to be called the son of the daughter of Pharaoh, choosing rather to be afflicted with the people of Elohim than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a time, deeming the reproach of Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Mitzrayim, for he was looking to the reward. Verse 27, chapter 11, Hebrews. By belief, he left Mitzrayim, not fearing the wrath of the sovereign, for he was steadfast as seeing him who is invisible. By belief, he performed the Pesach and the sprinkling of blood, lest who destroyed the firstborn should touch them. By belief, they passed through the Red Sea as the dry land. When the Mitzrites tried it, they were drowned. By belief, the walls of Jericho fell, having been surrounded for 7 days. By belief, Rahab, the whore, did not perish with those who did not believe, having received the spies with shalom. And what more shall I say? But the time would fail me to relate of Gideon, Barak, Shimshon, and Jephthah, also Daud and Shamuel, the prophets, who through belief overcame reigns, worked righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of the lions, quenched the power of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weaknesses were made strong. They became mighty in battle, put foreign armies to flight. Women received back their dead by resurrection, and others were tormented, not accepting release. And others had trial with mockings and floggings and more of chains and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were tried, they were sawn in two, they were slain with the sword. They went about in sheepskin, in gloatings, being in need, afflicted, mistreated, of whom the world was not worthy, wandering in deserts and mountains and caves and holes of the Arats. And having obtained witness through belief, all these did not receive the promise, Elohim having provided what is better for us, that they should not be made perfect